All right, video number 2, shotgun muscle from Convict Conditioning 2. Highly recommend this if you're a fan of bodyweight training. This will cover some tactics that you usually don't find in most of the bodyweight training books that are just all about push-ups and pull-ups. Today we cover the forearms. Getting a good strong forearm, good strong grip. Last video I talked about the impressiveness of having a strong neck. Today's story is the impressiveness of forearms. When I was 14, I traveled to France, where the place that I was staying down the road, they had a bouldering park. And when I mean a boulder park, they had big, giant boulders in this area that people could go and climb on, and that was a lot of fun. The guy who showed me all of this was a pretty athletic dude, but his forearms, I swear, were the size of my thighs. Just huge, huge forearms. When I shook his hand, it felt like the bones of my hand were gonna be crushed. And that was when I know, I was like, holy hell, that's really impressive. And from a functional standpoint, as I've talked in the past, you're only as strong as your grip, because the stronger your grip is, the more weight or harder exercises you can handle for your pulling, which balances out your upper body from your pushing. Strong back, as I've talked in previous videos, is the foundation to all your upper body strength, and strong upper body, strong lower body follows suit, and on and on and on and on. So you're only as strong as your grip, so it pays both aesthetically and functionally to work on your grip. Now in the past, I've used tons of various grip devices, various things to hang on to, pendulums, grip grenades, balls and stuff. Over time, I've pretty much done away with all of that. All I do now is the towel hang. That's all you really need. You can progress your towel hangs just exactly as you would progress your pull-ups, where you could go with recline-style body rows, bent legs, then go on to straight legs, then you have L-style pull-ups. So every kind of progression, whatever progressions you use for pull-ups, fit perfectly with grip training. Couple of key points that you want to keep in mind when you're using your towels. First off, it's important to recognize the anatomy of the hand. A lot of people have what I call a finger-dominant grip. So when they grab the towel, they're thinking of grabbing with their fingers. But there's more to the grip than just the fingers. There's also the palm. There's this joint in the thumb, and then here. So what I recommend is when you grab a towel, grab with your palm first, and then close your fingers around it. You'll get a lot more power from it, and a lot more muscle activation in your forearms. Also, speaking of muscle activation, it pays to practice using your grip muscles, practicing having them tense along with the rest of your arm throughout the day and before you start the exercise, because again, a lot of times we have weak hands, weak forearms, so if you just jump right into the exercise, your muscles or your mind might be saying, what's going on? Where do you want tension? What am I trying to do? So laying down the neural framework for having that tension by flexing your forearms can go a long way as well. Last but not least, a lot of times when people are hanging from the towel, they start off where the towel's just hanging and they just grab like that. That works pretty well, but if you're having a little bit of extra trouble with it, what I recommend is start off with a slight twist in the towel. What that does is it kind of screws the towel slightly into the palm of your hand, and it gives you a little bit more of an edge for holding on. You'll feel it. It's kind of like you're driving the towel right into the bones of your hand, and it gives you a little bit more of a comfortable grip. Go for time. What I do is I use the Gym Boss smartphone app. So I set up very simple where it's just minutes that go by, alarm beeps every minute, and I have a 10-second buffer before it. So I just open that up, I hit start, it counts down 10 seconds, so I'm like getting my hands ready, getting a good grip, it goes beep, boom, and I try and hang for the full minute. And go for time. Also what you can do is, of course, double over the towel. So you're grabbing onto more towels, 2 towels, 3 towels for more of a challenge as well. So lots of ways to progress this. Again, refer to Convict Conditioning 2 for more information, but leave your questions down below if you have any. So next we talk about calves, be fit and live free.